The PGA Tour heads west to the Lone Star State.
Welcome to PGA Tour Today, presented by MasterCard.
A new golf course for one of the oldest events on tour. Get ready for the Valero Texas Open. Hello everyone, I'm Casey Black. It's going to be an exciting week in San Antonio. Players will be trying out a new course at TPC San Antonio, the newest addition to the TPC network. They'll focus their efforts on the par 72 7,500-yard Oaks course, a Greg Norman design. Players like back-to-back Valero Texas Open champion Zach Johnson will get a chance to try it out. With another win in San Antonio, Johnson would join the ranks of three-time champion Arnold Palmer, who won this event 3 consecutive years in a row starting in 1960. Zach Johnson will tee off at 12:40 local time, 1:40 Eastern. He'll be joined by Tom Byram and Steve Lowry, who's had 2 top 10 finishes in San Antonio. In the group immediately after at 1:50 Eastern, also teeing off on number 1, our 2-time winner on tour this year, Ernie Els, John Rollins, and Vijay Singh. Els, who leads in the FedEx Cup standing, is playing in his very first Valero Texas Open, as is Vijay. Another group to keep an eye on includes a player who has a lot of insight and perspective into this new course, Sergio Garcia. The 30-year-old, who was the player consultant for the Oaks course, has only played this event once, back in 2003 when he finished 79th. Look for Garcia to make his way to the 10th tee box starting at 7:50 local time, 8:50 Eastern. He'll be joined by Bo Van Pelt, who's coming off 3 consecutive top 5 finishes this year, including a tie for 4th last week at the Players' Championship, and Cameron Beckman, who lives in San Antonio and has played this course a few times. And beyond the golf and the new course, there's also another impressive part to this tournament, the commitment to charity. The Valero Texas Open has generated more than $50 million over the years. They continue to be the single tournament leader in generating charity dollars for the past 3 years, raising at least $8 million each year. Bob Stevens is in San Antonio with more on what to expect this week. Bob?
Casey, welcome to Texas. Big Texas. The JW Marriott Resort here at the TPC San Antonio, 1,100 rooms big, and there's even more back behind there. The golf course is long, a Greg Norman design that can stretch out to about 7,500 yards. 3 of the 4 par 5s can go up 600 yards plus. We're in Texas Hill Country, so there's a little slope, little elevation change. Not as wild as the La Cantera Resort, which was built on a limestone quarry and went straight up and straight down. The course will be the star this week. People learning how to play it, learning how to deal with it. There are runoff areas on these greens that are going to be very tricky for the players when they miss greens. On the other hand, if they set it up a little bit easier, we'll see scores under par. Cameron Beckman telling me, maybe 10, 15 under it might take to win this championship. Cameron lives in San Antonio. Cameron's won on tour this year. It's a guy who knows what he's talking about. Should be a lot of fun, should be very interesting, and it'll be Texas. Casey?
Thank you, Bob. You can watch opening round television coverage of the Valero Texas Open starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. But before you do that, head to PGAtour.com starting at 1 p.m. Eastern to watch On the Tee Live. John Swantek, Brian Katrick, and myself will get you ready for the Valero Texas Open with live scoring, highlights, interviews, and much more. It's On the Tee Live on PGAtour.com starting 1 p.m. Eastern.
PGA Tour Today is presented by MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard, proud sponsor of the PGA Tour.